could you assess the elections as free and fair and as valid? And the second question, how many breaches of electoral law have you fixed during the, yesterday? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for attending yesterday. I think when we were out visiting polling stations, I think we might have had the opportunity to bump into each other. And thank you for your two questions. The first question, I mean, to be quite clear, our responsibilities here are to observe the electoral process and to make an assessment of that electoral process, not just against the laws of the country, but also in relation to the international standards that Armenia, as all the OSCE participating states, have signed up to. And we're independent and impartial in the work that we do. Generally, it was a well-managed process, and that's what we are saying in our report today. And we've assessed the election day positively overall. You asked another question in relation to breaches of the electoral code. And again, it comes back into the realm of where there are allegations of people breaking the electoral law, or where there are even complaints filed. While we will obviously look at that ourselves thoroughly, and we take it very seriously, the actual complaints, the actual incidents are for the authorities to investigate. And so the work that we do as observers is to see how those complaints are filed, to see what then happens with them in terms of the complaints and appeals procedure that's here in the country. And that's why we remain on past election day, so that we can do a full assessment of the entire electoral process. And, work that is not found in the preliminary statement today, because it is the day after the election, will be in the final report in just a couple of months. Thank you.
May I ask one more question? Yesterday, there was a power outage in many regions of Armenia just when the elections was over. How could you assess this, and could this affect the counting of the votes? Thank you.
Thank you. I think I already answered that question, and to kind of repeat my point briefly is those stories or instances of power outages did not have an impact on our observations, so are not referred to in the preliminary findings. But of course, we continue here and will continue to do our observations, and that extra period will lend itself to further work in the final report.